Ready. Very good.
Señor Power.
How are you guys? There are a lot of you. Excellent. Okay, right now is class with second A and second B. So let's start the class, okay? Can you see my screen? Someone want to answer that? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Please stop drawing on the screen, okay? Well, we're going to start with the background to independence, okay? Now you don't need to copy. I prefer you to put attention, and I will be uploading this presentation to Schoology, okay? I'm going to make a new folder and put these presentations in there, okay? So just put attention. I will be asking to you, of course. And okay, this presentation I use it with the people that, okay, with the persons that were on my advisories, okay? But I think it is really useful, so I'm going to use it with you too. Well, let's start. Background of independence, what's happening here? Which are the causes? The causes of independence can be divided in two, okay? Internal and external. Internal, of course, are things that happen just in New Spain, okay? And external causes, we're talking about that are causes that happen in Europe, for example, and affected New Spain, okay? No, put attention. You don't need to copy, just put attention, and I will be uploading this presentation to Schoology. So we're going to talk about internal causes first. The first internal cause is the division of social classes, okay? When we are talking about the division of social classes, we are talking about the social castes. You know already the social castes. We are talking about peninsulares, creoles, mestizos, people of color, and all of that, okay? If you can see on the presentation down here is where you can find the information complete, okay? We have it on our notes of session 4. Well, this point, it's important. Why? because this implied a rivalry between Creoles and Peninsulares for the command of New Spain. Of course, everyone wants the power. So, the second cause, internal cause, okay? The liberal influence. You need to learn these words. Nationalist sentiment, okay? These are the important words. The nationalist sentiment increased of the Creoles. We can name that as criollismo. Criollismo is a word very important, very necessary to this point, okay? So the second internal cause we can tell is criollismo. The third internal cause is the reaction of the Creoles to the situation of the Iberian Peninsula. We are talking about 1808 when Napoleon Bonaparte had conquered Portugal and Spain, okay? He forced the kings Charles IV and Fernando VII to abdicate to the throne, okay? What happened in there? Well, he ceded the rights of the Spanish government to his brother Joseph Bonaparte. So, if there wasn't Fernando VII anymore, Joseph Bonaparte was going to be the one in the power of Spain. A curious fact, the name of, well, Joseph Bonaparte had a nickname. Anyone knows that nickname? Well, he was called Pepe Botella. Why? Because he liked a lot to drink, of course. Then next point, the fourth internal cause is social injustice, okay? Social injustice, when we're talking about social injustice, we are talking about the slavery, we're talking about the espionage, we're talking about the hacienda, and then encomienda. You remember all of that? There are on the notes of the session 4, okay? Stop drawing, guys. Well, let's go with the next one. Now we're going to pass to the external causes. Remember, things that happen in Europe that affected New Spain, okay? Well, the first external cause are the ideas of the Enlightenment. Well, the ideas of Enlightenment, remember, that started to spread around Europe. So here says their influence in Europe and later in America since the middle of the 18th century. Yes, of course. The ideas of the Enlightenment spread that much that implied that they arrived to America. The second external cause are the bourgeois revolutions. The bourgeois revolutions, the first one is the independence of the 13 colonies in 1776. We're talking about the American Revolution, of course. And the second one is the French Revolution in 1789, okay? I suppose you remember this of universal history. So the revolutions put into practice the liberal precepts of the Illustration, of course. The third external cause, the Bourbon reforms. We had talked a lot of Bourbon reforms, okay? Remember, the Bourbon reforms finish when, Bourbon reforms start when Charles II, we are talking about the last Habsburg king, dies, okay? Charles II, as known as the Bewitched, dies and he left no heirs. So our next king is going to be Philip V, okay? Philip of Anjou. And this Philip is the first one, the first king of the Bourbon dynasty. So with him, we start the Bourbon reforms, okay? Then we have Charles III and a lot of kings, okay? But the Bourbon reforms implied that business deteriorates a lot. Of course, we are talking about also of nonconformities against the Enlightenment absolutism of Charles II and Charles IV, and the biggest promoters of the Bourbon reforms, of course, are these two important guys, okay? Well, let's go with the last one. The fourth external cause, again, is the invasion of Napoleon's troops to Spain, okay? Because that affected not only external, but also internal ways, okay? So, you know, Napoleon's starting the throne, and he make Charles IV and Fernando VII to abdicate to the throne, and he put Joseph Bonaparte as new governor of Spain. Okay, so that is the last thing. Okay. Well, any questions? Any question by far? So I'm going to start making the questions. Who wants to tell me the first internal cause? Okay, Dulce, excellent. Tell me.
The social classes.
Exactly, yes, the division of classes. We have the social castes, we're talking about peninsula, blah, blah, blah. Which one is the second cause? Guys, stop drawing. If you're not going to participate, stop drawing, okay? The second one. Which is the second one? Yes, of course, that one, but we are talking about liberal influence. Okay, liberal influence. But I told you a specific word. The liberal influence is not all. Is the criollismo, the nationalist sentiment, okay? The third one. Which is the third one? Internal cause? Who wants to participate?
Me.
Okay.
The reaction of the Creoles to the situation of the liberal Iberian Peninsula.
Exactly, very good, Dulce. And the fourth one. Which is the fourth one? Dulce again? Tell me.
Social injustice.
Excellent. Very good. We're going to the external. Tell me, what can you remember? Really, guys? Do you want a report? Okay, Dulce. External.
I believe it was the Enlightenment.
Exactly, the Enlightenment. The ideas of the Enlightenment that had a lot of influence around Europe and, of course, later America. The third one. No, sorry, the second one. Yes, that's the second one. No, that's the third one. The second one is this one. If you want to draw it correct. Exactly, this is the second one. The second one are the revolutions. Bourgeois revolutions. The first revolution is the American Revolution and the second one is the French. The third, sorry for the noise. The third one, exactly. Now it's the third one, of course, the Bourbon reforms. And the fourth one, if you don't participate, yes, of course, but if you don't participate by talking, I cannot count the participation, okay? So stop drawing and talk. Yes, Dulce.
The fourth one was the Napoleon.
Yes, exactly. The invasion of Napoleon, okay? Yes, very good. So, do you have any questions by far? Or you are okay? Dulce? No?
So the invasion of Napoleon was external and internal, or
Exactly. Both. Why? Because the invasion of Napoleon affected not only to Europe, but also to New Spain. Because in which way affected external? With the abdication of the kings, okay? And in which way affected internal? Because when he put Joseph Bonaparte to the throne, of course, remember that the king of Spain was the king of New Spain. So that's why is in both as an external and internal cause, okay? Is it clear now?
yes?
Excellent. Let me check the chat. Yeah, I know, Alexander. Thank you very much for telling me that. You have it. You have the answers. Don't worry. I want to make them clear for the other. Okay, so let's go with a new point. Independence. Guys, last time I told you that stop drawing, okay? Stop that. Okay, independence. Remember, we have it already on Schoology, okay? I upload the last part yesterday. Yes, yesterday. Yesterday? I don't remember, but it's already on the Schoology, okay? So, put attention on the Schoology and start to copy the notes or press it, I don't know. But study your notes, okay? So we're going to start, I'm going to start to explain you what happened with independence. We have the first attempt of independence is by the Peninsular Coup, okay? No, you don't need to copy. You have this already on Schoology. I'm just doing another presentation in order you can understand better, I think. Because this presentation I am putting right now is the combination of the information that you have on your book and the information you have on your notes, okay? So in theory, you already have it, okay? Just in case, I put the pages where you can find it down here. And here says book page 91 to 92, etc. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to start explaining. When the first attempt to independence is by the Peninsular Coup. What is that? Well, when Napoleon Bonaparte, we are talking about again Napoleon Bonaparte because that was a really important. No, Dulce, don't worry. You don't have to copy the presentations, okay? Sorry if I read it out loud. When Napoleon Bonaparte invaded Spain and put obviously Joseph Bonaparte in the Spanish government, I'm counting participation. Who wants to tell me the nickname of Joseph Bonaparte? Some, Dulce, you already participate a lot. Who else? Two people raise their hand. I don't know who else. Okay, Alexia, tell me the answer.
Pepe Botellas, algo así, ¿no?
Yes, you're correct. Very good. Alexia, participation for Alexia. Okay, Dulce, you have a lot of participations already. Very good for you. Okay, we were talking about Joseph Bonaparte, blah blah blah, and then what happened? The government of New Spain deal with the administration. Okay, of course, if in New Spain they have Pepe Botella, they don't like Pepe Botella as the new governor. Okay, so for the people in New Spain, the sovereignty still lie in Fernando VII. Okay, the perspective of the Creoles saw French invasion to govern and safeguard the sovereignty, okay? The next point, our next point, well, the nation will have to assume sovereignty when king cannot govern. This proposition was addressed in the City Council of Mexico City by Francisco Primo de Verdad. By the mid 1808, Primo de Verdad proposed that the Viceroy Iturrigaray call a junta. So, if I ask you, who make the first attempt to independence, which will be the answer? Tell me, which will be the answer? Who tried to make the first attempt to independence? You have the answer on the screen, guys. Who wants to participate? Anyone? So stop. Okay, Dulce.
I think it was Francisco Primo de Verdad.
Exactly. He made the first attempt to independence, okay? Well, let's continue with the next point. Okay, this meeting was attended by Royal Audiencia, okay? The City Council and the high dignitaries of the church. At these meetings, the two sides clashed. Of course, imagine they were all reunited, and it didn't work. There were a lot of things that they didn't like. So, these two sides clashed, although supporters of reform seemed to prevail and held the support of the Viceroy, okay? Because of this, the Royal Audiencia dismissed the Viceroy Iturrigaray on September 15, 1808. That was really sad. Because of this first attempt, they dismissed this Viceroy. That's so sorry, so sad. But, well, in order to finish the class, we're going to talk about this. No, you don't have to copy. Listen, guys. There were two sides. Which sides in the independence? Royalists and insurgents, okay? Who were the royalists? Well, the Spaniards and the Peninsulares, exactly. And who were the insurgents? Well, Creoles and indigenous, very good. Okay, guys, we can finish the class, but you have to, I'm going to take assistance and you have to answer me, okay? In order that you can leave, okay? So, is here Gerardo? Gerardo is here? Okay, he isn't here. Michael,
Here.
Okay, Michael, goodbye. Emiliano,
Here.
very good. Bye. Natalie.
Here.
Hi, Natalie, and goodbye. Luis,
Bye.
Jair.
Here.
Hi, Jair, goodbye. Jose Ivan. Jose Ivan isn't here. Zaira.
Sí.
Jose Ivan?
Sí.
Ah, okay.
Bye.
Bye. Yamile. Zaira.
Presente.
Hi, and goodbye. Alexia.
Hi.
Hi, and goodbye. Hector.
Here.
Very good, Hector. Nice to hear you. Sofia. Is Sofia here? Okay, she isn't here. Carlo.
Here.
Very good, Carlo. Edgar. Edgar isn't here.
Yo.
Okay, Edgar isn't here. Luana. Luana is here. No. Alexander. Alexander.
Pero es el final, está tomando
Aquí
lista.
estoy aquí.
Okay, Alexander. Christian. Isn't Christian. María José.
Here.
Hi, María José, and goodbye. Luna.
Here.
Is Luna here?
Here.
Hi, teacher. Hi, teacher, hace ratos.
Hola, ¿sí me escucha, Miss?
Yes.
Ok, chicos, segundo A y segundo B, a todos por igual, les voy a bajar un punto directo, hasta que me digan quién es el que está pintando, ¿sale? Es una falta de respeto muy grande hacia la Miss y hacia su clase.
Thank you.
Así es que por ahorita, todos, tanto segundo A como segundo B, tienen punto menos hasta que me diga, o aquel que lo está haciendo le diga, profe, fui yo, no le baje puntos a mis compañeros, entonces nada más me voy a enfocar hacia esa persona únicamente. Mientras esta persona no salga, o si es de otro grupo, de otro segundo, también informen. Y apaguen sus micrófonos, chicos, por favor. Yo lo voy a... Miss Ana, ¿con qué grupos tiene clase ahorita?
Con segundo C y segundo D.
Ok, lo voy a reportar con Miss TT. Y lo mismo va a ser Miss TT a todo el grupo C y a todo el grupo D. Se les va a bajar un punto. En la materia de Miss Ana, aparte en tutoría, entonces hasta que salga el responsable.
Ok, gracias, profe.
Dale,
Termino de pasar lista.
dale, Miss. Gracias.
Sí, a usted. Luna, ¿Luna está?
Aquí estoy.
Luna.
Sí, aquí estoy.
Ok, Victoria. Daniela.
Aquí.
Excelente. Dulce.
Here.
Goodbye. Farid.
Here.
Ok. Alessandro.
Here.
Ok. Fernanda.
Miss, ¿me tomó mi asistencia?
Victoria.
Sí.
No, pero ya.
Es que no me dejaba activar el micrófono.
Ok, pero listo, ya estuvo. Goodbye.
Mi,
¿Ande?
a mí también me tomó la asistencia.
¿Quién?
Luana.
Luana, no contestaste cuando dije.
Perdón.
Sale. Sigue Fernanda,
¿De qué grupo, Miss?
de segundo B.
Ah.
Alejandro.
Here, teacher.
Muy bien. Fernanda, Alejandro, Aldo.
Here. Here, teacher.
Ok. Valentina. Presente. Ilse. Sergio.
Miss, Ilse sí vino, pero Ilse sí vino, pero se le acabó la pila.
Ok, gracias por avisarme. Sergio.
Here.
Georgina, Bárbara,
Presente.
Habib,
Here.
Alberto. Elizabeth,
Here.
Sebastián, Camila, Ares,
Sigo acá.
ok.
¿Sí tengo clase acá?
Ana Jimena,
Aquí.
ok. Beatriz, Alexa y Noemí.
Aquí, Miss.
Here, teacher.
Muy bien. A ver, chicos, pues, thank you very much. And see you later.
Miss, ¿sí me contó la asistencia?
Camila?
Sí.
Sí.
A mí, Miss.
¿Quién es yo?
Alexa.
Alexa. Ajá. ¿Quién más?
Beatriz.
Beatriz, sí. ¿Quién más?
A mí.
Miss,
Ok,
una
¿quién es?
pregunta.
Díganme.
Jimé.
O sea, esta clase es del A y el B.
Sí.
Ah,
¿Y los
entonces,
del C?
Ya voy a empezar con la clase del C y el D, chicos. Ya tengo que cerrar esto. Por eso estaba
Ah.
terminando de pasar lista. Voy a cerrar el Zoom y lo vuelvo a
Ok.
abrir para que entren, ¿de acuerdo?
Ok, bye.
Sale.
Entonces, sí no hagan mi clase. Bye.
Sí. C y D ahorita entramos.
O sea, salimos y regresamos.
Sí, por favor.
Ah, bueno.